In this episode, I'm going to teach you how to market yourself as a life coach. You know how to coach people and how to help them really get results, but when it comes to marketing, nothing's really working. You're posting, you're sharing, you're talking about your work, but none of this is turning into new clients. In this episode, you'll learn what's missing and what will completely change your business forever. Let's dive right in. So right out the gate, there's something that we need to discuss, and that is everything that you're posting, you're focusing on the wrong thing, okay? You're focusing on you. You're focusing on what your strengths are, or what you can do, what your credentials are. You try and talk about them in terms of what I can help you with. I want to help you do this, or I want to help you do that. And that's still not going to be very, very effective. See, you're talking about things in terms of the solution you're getting them or the answer to their problem, but they don't know what the answer is, and so they're not searching for things by answer. But the good news is that your target audience is going to Google, they're going to ChatGPT, they're going to YouTube, and they're typing in questions to solve their problem. They have a challenge that they want to overcome. There's something that they need to know or learn or fix, or they want to find success some way in this thing, and that is where your focus should be. So it's not about I have the solution through my such and such process. It's finding out what challenge are they facing and saying, I'm going to teach you how to solve that problem. Myth number one, I need to talk about my coaching style and background. So those things are important down the road. Okay, people don't know who you are, they just know they have a problem. And so if you start out talking about yourself, thinking that, well, I can't answer their question unless they know who I am, how credible I am, their spidey senses are going to tingle, they're going to start putting up their defenses because they think, okay, this person wants to sell me something. So save that for later. Put that stuff on your website, on your promo pages. What I want you to focus on early on is them. So you don't need to tell them your name. You don't need to do anything. Show them your logo. Don't do that. I want you to just focus on the question. Today, I'm talking about this topic, which is whatever problem or question they've asked. And then for the rest of that video, answer their question. Share with them advice that's really going to help them solve their problem. So they don't feel like they're being sold to, because they're not. And you're helping them solve their problem. They're learning from you, and they're learning your expertise. They're learning what your biases are. So there's this relationship of trust that's being built. So then you might be wondering, well, when do they learn about my coaching style? When do they learn about my expertise? Well, that's a later step. They're going to find out all that information when they're ready to learn about you, when they're interested in you. But right now, they just want to get their question answered. Now, at the end of a video, it might be 10 or 12 minutes long, you might give them a free gift. So in the video, you focus on answering their question. At the end, you say, okay, now that you understand the answer to this question or how to solve this problem, I've got a free resource that's really going to help you do this or really help you implement that. Go to this landing page and you can get this free gift, right? So now they're on your email list. Now they're visiting your website. You might have an offer on your thank you page, or you might email them some other things. They might explore to your product pages or to your home page, and they're going to see your promotional material there, and their defenses aren't going to be up because they're going there by choice. And there's already a relationship of trust that's built because you've already helped them in some way. Myth number two, if I just share inspirational content, the right clients will find me. I see this all the time. I see lots of professionals, lots of experts that really do have the ability to cause major change or really help people achieve success. And yet the best thing they know how to do is to post a motivational quote. You know, they're quoting some famous person or talking about landing on the moon or, you know, just some big accomplishment. And it might get liked because people like the quote, they like the accomplishment. But what does that have to do with the people's problems? What does it have to do with your services? Does that actually lead to client conversations and sales and talking about your services? The answer that I'm leading you to is that no, that type of content isn't going to help. Myth number 3, marketing myself means constantly selling what I offer. Okay, so on the other end of the spectrum, you could just be selling in your posts, and we don't want to do that either. So these YouTube videos that we're talking about of building a relationship, right, those aren't promo videos. And so when we post on social media, or when we do create amazing promo videos, we don't post them to social media, or we don't post them to YouTube. So on one hand, I've insulted all the inspirational quotes, and on the other hand, I've insulted all these promotional offers. What is that happy middle ground? Well, the good news is you can find out what questions your target audience is asking, right? They're going to ChatGPT, or they're going to Google using AI overview maybe, or they're doing searches on YouTube to try and find the answer to their question, or they're trying to solve their problem. Well, when you do the right type of keyword research, not just like SEO keywords that TubeBuddy or vidIQ is recommending to you, but if you do the right type of keyword research, you're going to find really long specific questions. And as you read through a lot of these, you're going to know which ones are being asked by your target audience. You know exactly who this person is that, oh yeah, they really could benefit from my service. So you take that question, and that becomes the type of video that you make, and you post it to YouTube. This won't work if you post it to Facebook or to LinkedIn, because content isn't searchable there by topic, but it really is searchable on YouTube. YouTube's content search engine is amazing, and it will be indexed and show up at the top of Google search, and it will be indexed and show up on ChatGPT, meaning ChatGPT will recommend that people watch your videos. So that's the secret, making videos that answer the questions that your target audience is asking. How do I explain what I do if coaching is intangible? Yeah, coaching is unique from one person to the next. And so how do you explain that? Because a lot of what coaching is helping people find their own answers. They know what to do, and you're helping ask the right questions to them to lead them and guide them and help them find these answers. When we step into the realm of consulting, you're obviously sharing a lot of advice, but you need to know a lot of where they are before you can direct them on what the next step is that they should take. So everything is custom, and a lot of it goes by intuition, just because you've had experience, and so you're really going to guide people. So how do you let people know what it is that you do? How do you describe it that's going to match all these people? Well, if you were to take your target audience and you're going to find all these questions that they're asking, you'll find, okay, well, there's certain people that are struggling with this, and there's other people that are struggling with that, and other people that are struggling with this over here. You're going to make 3 different videos for those 3 different groups of people, those 3 different questions. And so it's only this audience that is finding this video, and it's only this audience that are finding this video. It makes it a really personal experience for them. They have a problem, and you're solving their exact problem. So you don't ever need to explain what you do, because you know what their problem is, and you're already helping them with their specific problem. And so they see you as the best person to help them. If you're a life coach that's trying to stand out, don't spam the planet. Don't do what Gary Vaynerchuk recommends that you do and just post content anywhere and everywhere as much as possible. Believe it or not, that's not how he became famous. That's not where he found success. He posted a very specific type of content in one place, and when he got results there and started getting credibility, then he started doing all this other stuff, and he recommended other people do that without doing step 1. Instead, I recommend that you follow this strategy so you can be found intentionally and strategically. You know who the people are, what they're asking, and you know exactly what to create to make sure that they find you and see you as the expert. So when your target audience is searching on ChatGPT or Google or YouTube, your videos are going to be at the top. Your videos are going to be the ones that they recommend, not your competitors. That's the entire principle of authority marketing. I really encourage you to learn all you can about authority marketing so you can really market your life coaching business so that you can really succeed. I've made another video. The title of it is What is Authority Marketing? And not only will you learn what it is, but you'll learn how to do it and how to do it right for your life coaching business. So definitely go watch that video next. I'll see you there.